Emily was a talented young woman working in a fast-paced corporate environment. She possessed a sharp mind, excellent communication skills, and a genuine passion for her work. However, despite her achievements, Emily often found herself tangled in a web of office politics and the opinions of others. She would spend her days constantly worrying about what her colleagues thought of her, analyzing every word and action, seeking validation and approval. This relentless pursuit of acceptance left her feeling exhausted, anxious, and ultimately unhappy. One evening, as Emily sat in her small apartment, feeling overwhelmed by the weight of her thoughts, she stumbled upon a book about Buddha's teachings on mindfulness and inner peace. Intrigued, she began reading, hoping to find a way to free herself from the shackles of her own mind. The more Emily read, the more she understood that her happiness depended not on the opinions of others, but on her own state of mind. She realized that emptying her mind of the constant need for validation was the key to finding peace and contentment. Inspired, Emily decided to embark on a journey of self-discovery. She sought out a meditation class led by a wise and compassionate teacher named Lee. With each meditation session, Emily learned to focus her attention on her breath, allowing thoughts to come and go without judgment or attachment. As Emily deepened her practice, she began to witness a subtle shift within herself. She noticed moments of clarity and calmness, when her mind was free from the incessant chatter. In those moments, she found a sense of liberation and an awareness of the present moment. One day, Emily found herself embroiled in a particularly challenging situation at work. Her colleague, Sarah, made a disparaging comment about her abilities in front of their team. In the past, this would have triggered a whirlwind of self-doubt and frustration within Emily. But now, armed with her newfound understanding, she chose a different path. Instead of dwelling on Sarah's comment, Emily took a deep breath and reminded herself of her own worth. She recognized that Sarah's words were simply a reflection of her own insecurities and had nothing to do with Emily's abilities. With a clear mind and a calm demeanor, Emily responded to Sarah's comment with kindness and grace. She refused to be drawn into the negative energy and instead focused on finding a constructive solution to the issue at hand. As the days turned into weeks, Emily's practice of emptying her mind continued to strengthen. She discovered the power of self-compassion, forgiving herself for the mistakes she made and embracing her own imperfections. She realized that true happiness could only be found by cultivating a deep sense of self-acceptance and love. As Emily transformed internally, her external world began to shift as well. She became less affected by office politics, choosing to prioritize her own well-being and inner peace over the opinions of others. Her colleagues noticed her newfound serenity and gravitated toward her positive energy. One day, as Emily sat at her desk, fully immersed in her work yet detached from the noise around her, she received an unexpected email. It was from Sarah, her once hostile colleague. Sarah expressed regret for her previous behavior and admitted that she had been struggling with her own insecurities. In that moment, Emily realized the profound impact her journey had not only on herself but also on those around her. By embodying the teachings of Buddha and emptying her mind, she had become a source of inspiration for others to find their own inner peace. From that day forward, Emily continued to nurture her practice of emptying her mind. She recognized that the path to happiness was not about seeking external validation, but about embracing her own authentic self and finding contentment within. As she moved through her life with grace and resilience, Emily became a shining example of the transformative power of emptying the mind. She showed others that true happiness was not found in the opinions of others, but in the unwavering love and acceptance we cultivate for ourselves.